Hello, Jim. So good to kind of see you. I'm glad you are finally retiring for good this time. You deserve some rest and relaxation. And I just wanted to let you know that our CPE rotation was a tremendously meaningful and life-changing experience for me. And that was because of how you led it. And I appreciate everything you did in that core group. It got tough a few times, but you let it sail on, and in the end, we were all better for it. So please enjoy your retirement. Would love to see you again sometime and grab a bite when humans can be together. Until that time, bless you and thank you again for a great experience.
Okay, let's see. I don't know. I'm going to try this again. I'm not sure whether my video got through or not. I just don't know, but let me try again. So what I said the first time, Jim, is that it's been 20 years since you and I first met in Flint, Michigan. You were the rabbi of the congregation there, and I had come to work for the erstwhile Great Lakes and Rivers Region of United Synagogue. You left Flint and came to Rockville, and I followed you to become the regional director for the Seaboard Region of United Synagogue. And you, at that point, very easily convinced me to get involved in leading services at the Hebrew Home, which I've done for many years and have really valued that experience. But what I really wanted to say to you, Jim, is what endears you to me more than, your collegiality and our work together is your friendship, your warmth, your wit, the commitment that you have to colleagues, the commitment that you have to your work, to your friends, to your family. And I'm just looking forward to the time when this damn-demic will be over, and you and I and Ellen and Karen will be able to get together and enjoy each other's company, because we always do really enjoy that. So b'hatzlacha, and I hope to see you soon.
Happy retirement to you. Happy retirement to you. Happy retirement, dear Jim. Happy retirement to you. I'm so glad I had a chance to study with you, and I'm glad you'll have a chance to get a break. You've done a lot for our community, and we're all so grateful.
Hello, Jim. So you have spent the better part of 8 months giving us some fantastic advice on how to be better chaplains, better caregivers, better pastoral counselors. Now's the time for me to return the favor. First, in the world of acting, as you probably know, when you want to emphasize something dramatically, always have a pair of glasses on that you can then take off like that. But then I realized you don't need glasses anymore, so that's sort of a moot point. So I guess my second bit of advice is this. If you are planning on retiring, I say it's too soon. The world still needs you, and here's my idea. Radio. Talk radio. Think about it for a moment. You could put Fraser Crane to shame. Hello, it's Jim Michaels, Rabbi Jim Michaels, and I'm listening. You see? You got it made. You can do it. All right, in all sincerity, this is Scott. Thank you again for a fantastic 8 months. You've been an amazing mentor, and I appreciate all that you've contributed to the cohort's education. I think we're going to be doing a little separate video for you later. And again, God bless, and thanks. Bye-bye.
Hello, Rabbi Jim, Ying Chen. It's your special day. I wish you very happy. I will always remember a piece of your work as a CPE supervisor. It was your student Tanya and your leadership that the Chinese-speaking residents on Hebrew Home campus started to receive a culturally and linguistically relevant pastoral care service. I was lucky enough to be that hard worker, and thank you. I appreciate your compassion, cultural sensitivity, understanding, and many helpful, supportive actions. Now you are going to retire, and I wish you happy, strong, and wonderful advanced years. Happy retirement.
Hey, Jim. I just wanted to let you know that you are one of the most extraordinary human beings that I have ever met. You have given me so much. You taught me so much. Your compassion, your wisdom, and your common sense together have worked to create a ministry that will indeed be a legacy that will be remembered for a long, long time. When you interviewed me to become the person to preach the Christian services at Hebrew Home, it was clear that you had exacting ideas on what you expected this person to offer the community, what you wanted for the community. And when you hired me in 2015, you gave me wonderful guidance and direction on how to preach the message that I was preaching, made it clear to me what you felt that the Christian community wanted. And it has been just an extraordinary blessing to me. You have been a blessing to me. When we have been doing ministry, when we celebrated Passover and Easter together at the social halls in Wasserman and SK, working together with you in ministry was a joy. When you asked me to be on the committee to help look at the CPE program and talk to some of the chaplain students there, I was honored to do that. It was a blessing. You are an amazing human being, and you are one of the people who will always have a place in my heart. God's blessings to you in your future endeavors, and know that we all love you and we will all miss you. God's blessings to you.
Hi, Jim. David Baker here. Just wanting to congratulate you at the completion of this unit of CPE, and also to acknowledge your formal retirement from pastoral care education programming. Thank you for all you've done for all the students, including myself. Your presence in our chapter has enabled me to grow and to learn and to become all that God has called me to be. I wanted to send a bunch of slides, but couldn't figure out how to upload them onto this. This was one of the first times we met back in one of the regional NCTS programs in 2008. There you are in the back there next to Raymond, kind of. Another shot here we're doing. This was shortly after I graduated or finished my diplomate. Here's you signing the certificate as the chapter chair. And for that, I'm very grateful. We have another picture here celebrating that event. You were leading, I guess, the hora or some sort of Jewish dance. We danced in a huge circle and had a great old fun time. It was something I'd never done before, so that was kind of cool. This was another the same year in 2009 up at NCTS. And we're trying to get you there. You're in the front row there next to the leadership. Good to see you there. It's just amazing how the years have gone by. And again, not only completing mine, but just sort of showing the evolution. This is Rich Bauer here, and Andrew Young, Phil Pinkard, John Badande, all of them there, some of my graduates, some of my students, and because of you, these people have gone on to continue their ministry. Richard is still active in his ministry at Western Maryland Hospital. But anyway, because of all those folks, we thank you so much for the way you've touched our lives, my life personally, as well as the lives of others whom you have trained and been an encourager to and a mentor to. So God bless you in your retirement. I look forward to visiting more with you. And anyway, have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Hi, Jim. I hope that this new phase of your life, this fuller retirement phase, is full of blessings for you and your family. That's only fitting, considering all the blessings that you have made possible in my life. The 2 years that I spent at the Hebrew home with your support and under your supervision were the most fulfilling I've had doing anything anywhere. I loved to hear your stories about being a chaplain, and I loved, even more than that, watching your openness and the love that you shared with everyone, no matter where you were, no matter what you were doing. It's been a pleasure to be with you, to hear your thoughts and share your wisdom, and to watch, as you showed me by example, how the best chaplains do what they do. And forever, I will have this question at the front of my mind whenever I speak to someone. What do you think? Again, I hope that your life is filled with blessings and good things, and with a healthy dose of adventure. And I wish you all the best. And as I think I have said to you before, I want to be just like you when I grow up.
Hi, Jim. I will start by saying how much I miss you and how much I miss spending time with you, and look forward to when we can do that again. Congratulations on fulfilling your plan. It's kind of amazing that someone has actually done that. Although I'm sure that you'll find another way to flunk retirement. Most importantly, I want you to know how much I deeply appreciate and adore you, and am very grateful for all that you've taught me, for the support you've given me over the years when there's been things I've not been able to understand, and your amazing sense of humor. I think that's one of the places where we're both kind of matched. We both like to geeky and weird humor. And for that, I'll always be grateful that there's at least one other geeky, weird person out there who appreciates my sense of humor, and whose sense of humor I appreciate. Thank you so much for everything, and for more things that I could possibly have time to list now. Continued blessings on the next part of your life.
Congratulations, Rabbi, and wishing you much joy and happiness in the future. Thanks for being with us. Barb Fox.
Hello, Jim. Rabbi Michaels. Michelle Fromm here, class of 2016. I just want to tell you that you had a big impact on my life. You taught me what to say, and more importantly, you taught me when not to say it. Thank you so much for all you taught me, and for roping me into this Hebrew home gig that I'm still doing.
I'm using a photo of the Ark in the Wasserman Synagogue as my Zoom virtual background for a number of reasons. The Wasserman Shul is one of my favorite synagogues in the world. And so I use this background for my Zoom minyanim that I conduct twice a week. For about 10 and a half years, I led daily minyanim in the Wasserman Shul, although I haven't been in that shul in almost 14 months. But hopefully the day will come when we will be able to return for real in-person davening in the Wasserman Shul. But there's another reason that I'm using this photo for this little tribute video for Jim Michaels, and that is that it was in this little shul that my CPE journey began. I did my first 2 CPE units under Jim's supervision at the Hebrew home. The boardroom was our usual location, but occasionally we returned to the Wasserman Synagogue when the boardroom wasn't available, and that was the case during our first session in the fall of 2009. And so I always associate this room with Jim, with his mentorship and his guidance and his friendship. It was in that room on many weekday mornings and afternoons, before bringing the residents down to Shul or after bringing them back up to their floors, that Jim and I would talk about the news and about politics and especially about movies. But we also talked a lot about pastoral care. Because long after my 2 CPE units at the Hebrew Home concluded, and after my subsequent 2 units, and even after my chaplaincy certification, Jim continued and continues to be a mentor to me and to countless other chaplaincy trainees. Jim's wisdom and insight and sensitivity and menschlichkeit continue to be manifest in his interactions with residents, with staff, with CPE trainees, and certainly with me. There's a term in CPE, probably used by all CPE supervisors, but especially used by Jim, and that's being pastorally present. I sometimes joke that in a nutshell, that's what CPE is, learning how to be pastorally present. And Jim has been a superb CPE supervisor because he teaches and he exemplifies being pastorally present. I have this little pen that's inscribed, "Thanks for being present, Rabbi Jim Michaels." And I would edit the inscription only slightly by adding a comma. "Thanks for being present, Rabbi Jim Michaels. Thanks for being such an important presence in all of our lives."
Good morning. I'm David Balto, and I was incredibly blessed to have Jim as my CPE instructor for 2 years. Jim is the kind of person who's like a mirror, a special mirror that you can look into, and because of Jim's faith and belief in you, because of his ability to see the goodness in you and the potential in you, you see that in yourself. And I was remarkably blessed to have Jim as my teacher at the beginning of chaplaincy, and the lessons I learned with him are lessons that make me not only, or help me try to be a good chaplain, but also help me to try to be a better human being. He's a remarkable blessing in our lives. Thank you.
Hi, Rabbi Jim. It's Joanna Unangst. Thank you for your consistency, your patience, your delightful humor, and the fount of wisdom that you have poured into me and to all the chaplains that have come before me. Thank you for teaching us that the world and spiritual care are far bigger than just us, and that if we have the eyes and heart to see it, the glory of God is already with every person to whom we wish to minister. Thank you for your selflessness and your humor and teaching us the Jim flip. And please know that all your generosity will live on in our ministry for decades. God bless you and mazel tov. And may the next chapter be full of adventure and excitement and ever-present love. God bless you.
Hi, Jim. Mazel tov on your retirement. I want to thank you for being a teacher, mentor, colleague, and friend all these years, and God willing, will continue to be so for the years to come. You have made such an impact on so many people's lives, and we are all the better for it. Mazel tov again.
Jim, this time I got it right. Well, will this really be the final retirement? You know, I was thinking about it, And there's really no way that you're being retired, because the impact that you've had on people, such as myself, continues. So even though you might not be physically in the classroom or in the Zoom or teaching something, your legacy continues, and it continues through us. And, I remember coming into the program and just being like, it's just what I'm meant to do, and I can't wait to do it. And I started doing it. And I will admit it was a very difficult year for me. But I did make it to the end, with all your help and guidance. And I hope that, you were happy with the finished product. And, we go out there, you send us out there, and hopefully we have an impact on people and the residents. And, you create that. So everything that happens there through us that is good, be it one-on-one going into people's rooms, which we haven't been able to do this past year, or as you know, my favorite was the Oneg. So getting in there with Liz and dancing around with Edward and just trying to get people to smile, that was my favorite part. And, every good thing that happens, it happens because of you. So you picked what you felt was your, what you were made for. At some point you became aware of that and followed that, and just we're recipients of that. And I'm very grateful that you shared your gifts with us, and in return we share them with the residents. So I hope that makes you proud, and you've really just had an impact on so many lives. Again, thank you for thinking of me a few months back when I was not at my best and somewhat incapacitated, and all the goodies that you brought. I enjoyed that. So I do want to leave on a happy note. I know you had a great band last time, great piano player, but I brought my own band tonight, so enjoy. Mazal tov.
Hey Jim, you are a true mensch. Thank you so much for being my supervisor during this extended unit of CPE at Charles E. Smith Life Communities. And thank you for all of the input that you've given me, the feedback on my verbatims. Really, it's been helpful to me to have critique that was fair and honest, and wasn't mean. So it was stuff that I was able to actually hear and listen to and learn from. Thank you, and I just wish you yasher koach and best of luck for you in the future. Take care, my friend.
Jim, thanks for supervising my 2 units of CPE training at the Hebrew Home. Besides learning how to be an active listener and cultivating a pastoral presence, I learned a lot about myself. I became more spiritually connected and a better human being. I'm grateful to you for all of that and for your abiding kindness. Your care for residents and pastoral training of others are a lasting legacy for which you should be proud. I wish you well.
Hi, Jim. I wanted to thank you from this vantage point to show you how great you have been and how humbled I have felt in your presence these 3 years, and to also thank you for everything you've given me. It would not be a goodbye without offering you this small tefillah. God, we ask you to bless Jim with the joy that comes with a fulfillment of life's goals. Joy with knowing you have affected so many people in need, their families, their caretakers, and of course our students and me. God, we bless you. God, we bless that you give Jim many more years to come to have continuous satisfaction for everything that he has, and to guard him in all his comings and his goings from now and forever. Amen.